1. No one is coming to save you. Responsibility is yours. No one is coming to save you. That might sound harsh at first, but it's actually one of the most freeing truths you can ever accept. Life isn't about waiting for someone to notice your struggle or to hand you the perfect opportunity. It's about realizing that responsibility rests in your own hands. When you stop waiting for rescue, you begin to see that you already have what you need to take the next step. Responsibility is not a punishment. It's a gift. It means you are not powerless, you are not stuck, and you are not at the mercy of chance. You have choices, and those choices matter. Every day, people waste years hoping for the right timing, the right motivation, or the right support. But while waiting, life quietly moves forward. Opportunities pass, and days turn into decades. The truth is, action, not intention, changes your life. Every excuse delays your progress, while every decision builds momentum. Responsibility asks for courage, not perfection. It doesn't require you to have everything figured out, only that you take ownership of the path in front of you. When you take responsibility, you stop blaming circumstances, stop waiting for clarity, and stop expecting others to fix what only you can change. This is not about carrying an impossible weight. It's about recognizing your own strength. The moment you accept full responsibility for your choices, your growth becomes unstoppable. Freedom comes when you realize that the future isn't handed to you, it's created by you. No one is coming to save you. And that's the best news you'll ever hear, because it means you already have the power to begin right here. Right now, too. Discipline over feelings. Motivation feels good, but it isn't reliable. Some days you wake up with energy and other days you don't. If your progress depends only on how you feel in the moment, you'll always be stuck waiting for the right mood. That's why discipline matters more than feelings. Discipline is the steady force that carries you forward when motivation fades. Discipline doesn't ask if you slept well or if you feel inspired. It doesn't wait for the perfect circumstances. It shows up anyway. It's the decision to act even when it feels inconvenient or uncomfortable. Over time, this steady effort builds results that motivation alone could never deliver. When you choose discipline, you learn that consistency creates progress. Each small action repeated over time adds up to something powerful. Even on days when the path feels unclear, simply taking the next step keeps you moving forward. Progress is rarely about big breakthroughs. It's about steady commitment. Feelings are temporary. But discipline builds character. It teaches you that you don't need to feel ready to begin. You don't need to feel strong to take action. You just need to honor the commitment you made to yourself. That act of showing up even when it's difficult creates trust in yourself. Truth is, discipline is not about punishment. It's about freedom. It frees you from waiting for perfect conditions, from wasting time, and from relying on short bursts of motivation. When you live with discipline, you know you can trust yourself to follow through. And that trust becomes the foundation of confidence, growth, and real progress. Discipline is the quiet strength that keeps you moving. It doesn't depend on feelings, it depends on choice. And every day that choice is yours. 3. Time is slipping. Use it wisely. Time is the one resource you can never get back. Money can be earned again, energy can be restored, opportunities can return in new forms, but once a day passes, it's gone forever. That's why the way you use your time shapes the direction of your entire life. The challenge is that time doesn't disappear all at once. It slips away quietly. One small delay turns into weeks. Weeks turn into years. And before you notice, opportunities that were once within reach no longer exist. This doesn't happen with a loud warning. It happens slowly, in silence. Every time you postpone action. The truth is, life isn't waiting for you to feel ready. It's moving forward whether you act or not. Every choice you make with your time is either a step toward growth or a step toward regret. Even moments of hesitation carry a cost, because while you wait, life keeps unfolding. Using time wisely doesn't mean rushing or doing everything at once. It means being intentional. It means asking yourself, is what I'm doing right now moving me closer to the life I want? If the answer is no, then you have the power to redirect your effort. The most dangerous thought you can have is someday. Someday I'll change. Someday I'll start. Someday I'll do the work. But someday rarely comes. Only today is real. Only today is yours. When you begin to see time as valuable, you treat it with respect. You spend it on what matters instead of letting it slip away unnoticed. The clock is always moving. The question is whether you will move with it or let it leave you behind. For growth is uncomfortable, but necessary growth is never easy, and it isn't supposed to be. Change asks you to step outside of what feels safe and familiar. That process is uncomfortable, but it is also where true progress begins. Every challenge, every setback, and every difficult moment is part of the path that shapes you into someone stronger. It's natural to want comfort. Comfort feels safe, predictable, and easy. But staying in comfort for too long keeps you exactly where you are. Growth, on the other hand, demands effort, requires you to face uncertainty, to keep going even when the results aren't immediate, and to practice patience when the process feels slow. Real transformation doesn't happen in a single moment. It happens in repetition. It's built through daily actions, through showing up again and again, even when no one notices. Progress is often quiet. You may not see the results right away, but every step adds up. The discomfort you feel is not a sign that you're failing, it's proof. You're stretching beyond old limits. Choosing growth means accepting that it won't always be enjoyable. Some days will feel heavy, and some efforts may not bring instant reward. But with time, the discipline of staying consistent creates resilience. You learn to trust yourself, to adapt, and to find strength in persistence. Avoiding discomfort might feel easier in the short term, but it comes with a cost. It keeps you stuck. Embracing discomfort, however, leads to skills, confidence, and opportunities you would never experience otherwise. Growth may not be comfortable, but it is always worth it. Each challenge you face is not an obstacle, it's a teacher. And every time you choose to keep going, you take another step toward becoming the person you're meant to be. Point 5. Legacy is built through action, not intention. Your life is not remembered by what you hope to do or what you plan to start one day. It is remembered by what you actually did. Dreams, goals, and intentions have value, but only when they are backed by consistent action. Without action, even the best ideas remain unfinished. It's easy to say, I want to change, or I'll start tomorrow. Yet every delay takes you further from the person you could become. Actions, even small ones, create momentum. They shape habits, build discipline, and turn goals into reality. Intention without action is like planting seeds without watering them. Nothing grows. The truth is, no one sees your thoughts or plans. What people notice on what you will remember about your own life are the choices you made and the work you followed through on. Every step you take becomes a building block for your character and your legacy. This doesn't mean you have to achieve something huge all at once. Even the smallest actions matter. Writing a single page, practicing for a few minutes, or showing up when it's difficult. All of these are votes for the person you are becoming. Over time, they add up to something much greater than any single moment of effort. A life built on action is a life of progress. A life built only on intention is a life of waiting. The choice is simple. Do you want to be remembered for promises or for progress? Your legacy is created in the present moment, not by what you say you'll do, but by what you actually do. Action is what turns values into results and dreams into reality. Every day is a chance to build that legacy, one choice, one step, one action at a time.